GP.
October 18th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
The prosecution will show... The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see. Very well. I'd like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. I still don't know what I'm doing here. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court? Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here's the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. that day. Past the security station, there is a gate, see? Past that area are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found. Now, on that day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer. Hello. The defendant, Will Powers. Hello.
Hi there.
And the young woman, the production assistant.
Hello there.
I like how there's all that on the witness stand.
Yeah. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station.
Hello there.
Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of the death was 2:30 p.m.
Too hurty.
2:30. 2:30. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? No.
Nah, we got it.
Skip it.
I think I can probably remember that.
So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval.
Samurai spear added to the court record. Yeah, okay. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Oh, shit, I didn't see. Understood.
The judge is just like scrambling. It's like, oh, wait, I was checking something.
Yeah, I was looking at online stuff for shopping for Christmas.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's call the security officer to the stand. Also, the reason why I was dragging a little bit is because I had to find my glasses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's because I'm kind of finding it hard to read for some reason. Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please?
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please! Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
Win the OLDBAG, dearie. Just call me Grandma. It's practically my man. I was younger, and I'm named Diane, and all the children make fun of me, and can you believe it? There was this captain of the chess club when I was in junior high, and I just cried.
Objection! Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness!
Objection sustained.
Oh god.
The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
No one cares.
Yeah, no one cares. Perhaps we can get to the testimony?
No. The witness has stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was.
And to get to the scene of the murder, someone will have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag. Thank God this is in his thoughts. Like, no one can hear it. He's so sarcastic in his thoughts.
Oh my god.
Alright, witness's account.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer in the West had been doing a run-through scene since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, the man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
Okay.
You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
God, he does not sound happy to do that to her.
God. So, okay. So the thing is that should we press her on where she says it was Powers, or do we run with the assumption that the photo is supposed to be depicting the Steel Samurai and not Powers?
I guess we should just press her, see what she has to say.
Okay. So you saw Mr. Powers.
That's what I said. Got wax in yours, sonny?
Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him.
Quick, shoot her in the head!
Maya, no.
Oh, wait, we're not on the same mic. Oh, I thought you meant like that.
Okay, it was Powers, man, right? Okay, so they pretty much just gave it to us. It is the photo that we're supposed to do here. Objection! Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Old Bag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
Oh, damn.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
When were you born? No one in this court is accusing you for that, Miss Witness.
He's having trouble calling her Old Bag, apparently.
However, you do not have proof that the person in the photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Humph, nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What?
What? What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised?
God.
All of us were like, what?
Just, like, everyone is just so surprised that she actually had to do this.
What? Okay. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know that everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed the photo to the young detective. He told me, this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windbag has left Edgeworth speechless. She's good.
She's been around longer than any of us.
Man.
Let's hear about your proof then.
Alright. So I think for these, like, later ones, because, like, this case in particular, I don't really have, like, down. Like, the first two, they're, like, pretty easy. This one, I'm a little not so good at. So this might be a good case to, like, you know, have both of us work together.
Yeah, I'll be honest. This case actually confused me in my first playthrough. I didn't know what to do exactly. So
Yeah, let's both work together on this. Okay, so the man in the photo.
Alright.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at the picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
Oh, okay. So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Okay. So
Like a piggy.
So they're pretty much just giving us that we need to press something. Okay, so... Never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the action run-through scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Yeah, she's not being specific about what it is. Like, even though we know what it is, she's not being specific, so...
Let's press her.
He broke a prop.
Sure did. His own samurai spear.
His samurai spear. The murder weapon?
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down on the court record. Samurai spear updated in the court record. Okay. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. You could see it clear as day. Okay. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Thus the nap.
Like a kitty.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
Dragging his foot. Okay. You can see he's dragging his legs. See, clear as
Wait,
day.
hold on. Let me see the picture.
The picture? Okay.
Like the one, like,
This one?
yeah, okay. How did he... What's leg did he sprain it on?
I don't think they specified which one he sprained. It broke one of the props, so it was a big mess. So... Yeah, no, they didn't specify which leg it was. They just said that one of his legs was sprained.
Let's just press that one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless we already did that.
No, we didn't. Are you absolutely sure? Let's take a look at that picture again. So he was walking strangely because he was injured.
It does look like he was dragging his foot.
See? And you didn't trust me, whippersnapper.
That's how I knew his powers happy. Still, you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers. Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg.
He has a point. It does seem quite likely it was Powers.
There's gotta be more to this. I'd better keep pressing her. Okay.
But like, but Wills and Penny was there. Like, I mean, Jack Hammer and Penny was there. They saw it, so that either one of them could have just... And she was there too!
Yeah, but we don't have anything to be like, you know, to... I don't think there's anything contradictory just yet that I can, like, point out. So I think we just gotta keep pressing.
Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't said anything yet!
I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said on the straight is on the straight and narrow, the up and up. You today, always whining and pointing, I don't know, make an old one to cry.
Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. That morning during the... Okay, that was actually pretty funny. That morning during the action... Okay. Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's a steel samurai, the poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing.
Oh god, no.
What about the assistant?
Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through then. Okay. Okay, so we've already deduced that. I think you were trying to say that she was there, but she didn't see anything.
Yeah.
So that clears the assistant right away. There's nothing there. She didn't see anything. So, okay. Trip and fall.
Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Power sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped it make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Ah. That's actually pretty cute, actually. Like, it's just like a grandma instinct. You just like kiss the boob. What?
I mean, it would be cute if it was anyone else. I don't know about OLDBAG though.
It's like thinking it's a grandma.
Okay.
Let's just skip over this part, shall we?
Yeah. Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her? She was cleaning her backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
Okay, so yeah, that clears up, like, yeah, she didn't see that.
It's been pretty bad. Oh, we're done. I think we've heard enough.
Thanks, Edgeworth.
You may continue your testimony. I think we've heard enough. Just like a light switch, man. Alright. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is?
Where is the Steel Samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important.
Yes, it fucking is.
No, it isn't. The witness did see the stairs.
Just like fucking tells him shut up like that.
It's just like,
Yes, it fucking is.
No, it's not. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers.
I suppose that's right.
Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor?
Let's object.
Hold it right there! We keep talking about possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have been killed, Mr. Hammer. We have to consider the possibility. Also,
Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor.
that smug look.
Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
Oh boy. When is this account continued?
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Okay. Yeah, the only person who saw was hammers. No one else went there.
Bullshit.
I don't know if we should press or just present the photo because it has this marker here that says photo 2, which would leave me to believe that there was one other person because the camera's automatic. It takes a picture of anyone who passes by. So the fact that this is the second photo of that day means that there would have been like someone else before this and another photo was taken.
Yeah.
So should I press it or should I just present this?
Let's just press first and then present it.
Okay. What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before 1? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention...
If they had, I would have seen them. Okay. I think we're on the right track. I think this has to be it. Okay. Objection!
We're finally working together.
Hell yeah. Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
And here, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken on 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2?
The computer only held data for one photo that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it was really the only photo?
Oh, got her.
Ooh!
Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I wanted to ask the witness. This evidence shows that no one but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there was only there was only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data from the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Me? You watch your mouth!
Your math?
You watch your mouth, whippersnapper! The only person I saw that day was Mr. Will Powers!
God, the way you used to mention like math, like, oh, is it math already?
Oh god. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help!
Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper.
Something the matter, Miss OLDBAG?
That's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes. I suppose you could put it that way.
Oh god.
I see.
Even the judge is done with this shit. He's just like, God damn it, why did we have to call this witness into court?
She's older than me, and that's the same something.
Oh god.
Your testimony, please.
Alright. The other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
Huh.
Miss OLDBAG, this is the first I've heard of this!
Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Well, I say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
Yeah. Maya's face just says it all. Right. The other person. So, every day after I finish guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos, secure, throw out any photos that look suspicious. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say press it.
Well, who in the heck was in the photo that you erased?
A fanboy.
And Chum Chum.
Fanboy and Chum Chum? Man, whatever happened to that show? Oh, right. You don't need to know. It ended up like Planet Sheen. Oh,
Oh.
that's... wow, okay.
Just Maya and Nick's just like, oh.
Oh, Nick, wow, yeah, Nick. I don't think you need to be watching television. Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there the other day.
Wait a second. Didn't you say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
Oh, the one we saw earlier.
Yeah.
The grate has been loosed for a while. It leads outside, and, well, that's where they come in.
Like sewer rats.
They come in through the drain?
I told you there were freaks. Oh, and
And...
they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
kids! So, on the photo that you erased?
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What?!
What a fucking letdown. Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studio that day. One was a steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh, yes. Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear?
Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
Okay. October 18th, 11:08 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 3. Mr. Powers?
Yes?
Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping. Honest. Like a kitty. So, who was the Steel Samurai in the security photo? How should I know? Steel Samurai because it was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it. Really? What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal Steel Samurai costume. That's a tongue twister too.
Yeah.
So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good.
Nick!
You're the only likely suspect right now.
Well, what are we gonna do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could have... Oh, Jesus. I'm just making up crap now. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right. But if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sound like that. Courts will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, would you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person... Jesus Christ. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence. But there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers.
Hmm. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime.
Order! Interesting. This is who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right. Great. As if the stakes weren't high enough.
So, who was this person other than Mr. Power that could commit the murder? The security lady.
It was the security lady, Wendy Oldbag. Who? The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldbag.
I almost
What?
got that wrong.
Whippersnapper?
Order! Order! Is this true, Oldbag?
Oldbag? That's Miss Oldbag to you!
Miss Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Oh, why would she go through the trouble wearing the Steel Samurai's costume?
Simple, Your Honor. She
Yu-Gi-Oh
knew the
card.
camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright.
Oh yeah, right here, Sherlock Holmes 2, baby. Huh? That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces?
Oh no.
Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter?
The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
Oh wow.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it, is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something!
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this hole away. Oh wait, no. Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way.
Well, let's press further.
I mean, you gotta. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers the suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day.
But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The
What?
boy! The one who the photo I erased!
He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it?
That doesn't matter! When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops!
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders day, whippersnapper?
You had all that time to be respectful, and look at how you wasted it.
I have proof.
Proof?
Indeed. Let's see the proof then, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could have not committed the murder? The spear!
I think. The murder weapon, a break in the shaft, has been mended with duct tape. Are you... okay. Do we want to do the samurai spear argument, or do we want to do, like, oh, he's too short, he can't, like, fit into the costume?
Actually, yeah, he's too short. He could have fit in the costume.
Oh, God. I don't know. You know what?
Because, like, the spear is too heavy for him to lift.
Yeah, but then you also have the fact that he's too short to wear the costume. So
Yeah.
the boy could not have committed this murder. I want to go with, or maybe it's the card key. Oh shit! I mean, there's no penalty, so we could probably just present what we want, but...
Let's go as a spear first.
Okay. Your Honor. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Okay, we got it. Alright.
Yeah.
Murder weapon was a samurai spear. That very spear is shown here in this photo. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible.
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be a first.
Very well. The court will suspend proceeding on the current trial for today. Miss Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Wendy. Was that her name?
Something old bag, Your Honor.
He doesn't fucking care. He's just like, yeah, it's just an old lady.
Yeah, that's her name.
And the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Wait a second! I'm not just going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree, me! I'm talking!
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk! Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? But by whom? Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, testify.
Okay. My lips
Wow.
were sealed.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Yeah.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this for the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Oh, Jesus. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay. So I guess this is just a press fest, this testimony. I didn't see anything contradictory about it. So I guess it's just press everything.
Yeah.
So you were told not to talk.
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it.
There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. Who are these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director? We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of the action scene without a director? Of course!
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that.
Where?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2? There was a Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through you go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
I think I've already asked all my questions, but... I think we should take a break because we just got new-ass information, and we don't know how to use that yet.
Yeah, let's take a break.
Okay. Your Honor, we have learned that there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and, some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
Bacon. Sorry, I was just hungry. The court acknowledges the defense's point. Prosecution will gather information about the witness, Miss Oldbag, and more information about these people we have just been told of.
I understand, Your Honor.
Now this ends the day of the proceeding of the trial of Mr. Willpowers. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Yay. October 18th, 1:04 p.m. Jesus!
Wow, they were in there for hours.
They were in there for like literally 3 hours. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Aw, really it's nothing, but it does cost you something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, or should I?
We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and the producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So Nick, how we figure out who is how we figure out just who is who? God, I can't speak.
Who it was in the Steel Samurai costume.
Thank you. Have we figured out who it was in the Steel Samurai costume? Could it really been that old windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know! Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there, with or without my accusation. Okay, let's get down to the studios.
Right, we'll be back to the busy soon. I can't speak today. God.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Alright. You've reached the end of the video, but hold it! You should try clicking the subscribe button. It'll make sure that you don't miss any uploads that we do in the near future.